Money, 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 money. Monday. Money, 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 money. Monday. Hello, world, and welcome to Money Mondays. I'm Timolin Langin, coming to you from Los Angeles. I am so excited for you to be here with me today to discuss the Money Nugget. And I have to tell you, I went to the Lakers game about 2 weeks ago. I got to see Lebron James play here in Los Angeles, and I was so excited when they announced that he was coming to the Lakers, and I thought, man, I'll get to go to the Lakers game again. I got to see him play in Miami, and I was so happy to see him play here in LA. But I even had my lawyer friends telling me, oh, the tickets are so expensive, you'll never be able to go. Well, guess what? This teacher was able to go and see the Lakers play, to see LeBron play. And not only that, I sat in the suites where there was a lovely meal served. There was poultry and vegetables and salad and wine for those who drink. And for people like me, sodas, soft drinks, diet sodas. It was absolutely fun. And then it started me to thinking, I wrote a blog about, 6 months ago, a year ago, when he came out with the LeBron James I Promise School in Akron, Ohio. And it made me think about, what is the difference between wealthy and rich? That's what we're going to talk about today. I think there is a difference, and I raised this subject in the context of LeBron opening his I Promise School. He chose to give back to the young'uns in Akron, Ohio, and provided them with a state-of-the-art school, great staff, computers, technology, transportation, and even bicycles with helmets as a personal touch because of some of the things he went through as a child. And one of the things I thought about for us, if you observe wealthy families, the Clintons, the Royals, it doesn't really matter where you are on the political spectrum, they tend to have a few things in common. And I want to talk about that today and see if that's something you're doing with your family. So let's take a look here. It says, these families tend to be quite generous and philanthropic. They help others. They give back. They are deeply involved in humanitarian efforts. And you know what else they do? They leave a legacy for their family. These families are very tight, and the wealth they create is passed down from generation to generation. Their efforts are strategic and deliberate. Guys, I want to say that again. Strategic and deliberate. These families take pride in leaving a legacy for their unborn future. So it brings me to us working people. And this is why we're having this discussion today. What are we leaving to our children? What conversations are we currently having with them? This is part of your legacy. Legacy is not just for the wealthy. It's for all of us. It's for working people everywhere. Now, I hear some of you, I don't have any money. I'm working paycheck to paycheck. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Everything I get, it goes out as fast as it comes in. And I hear you and I understand you. But what about this? Can you have conversations about money with your family? Can you talk about different strategies around the dinner table? What does financial success look like for your family? What does financial wealth mean for you? What about the values that it takes to create the money? Can you have those conversations? Of course you can. Of course you can. So what I would suggest is to start these conversations there. Let the conversation begin with your family values and how important they are to internal and external wealth. If you know me, you know me. I'm all about having more than enough money to live the life of your dreams and doing it in an ethical way. So as we progress, as we learn together, as we grow together, as we acquire more wealth together, we can increase our financial success as well, so that we not only have the family values to leave behind, that we actually have the wealth too. So let's close with these thoughts. I've got 4 thoughts that I would like to leave with you today, and then we're going to wrap this video up. Number 1, The best way to build value in your children and emotional value and health and wealth and confidence is to tell them how much you love them. To tell your children how wonderful they are, how smart they are, how beautiful they are inside and out. I think truly this builds emotionally healthy, confident children who tend to perform better in class, and then they will practice this as they go out into the workforce and into the work world. Secondly, I have heard some parents say this, and it breaks my heart every time I hear it. I've heard some parents who've reached a certain level of success say, I ain't gonna leave them nothing. I had to work hard for it, so I'm not going to leave anything to them. They'll have to work hard too. And in my opinion, that is the thought process of a rich person. Rich people are thinking not about purpose, not about legacy, but just about right now and today and just today. That's not a very wise way of thinking about wealth. What I am suggesting to my family and to my friends is that you teach your children early about your values. And I have heard stories where, families were wealthy and they were concerned that their children would not be able to carry on the wealth because they were a little complacent. Well, this is why I think it's important to instill a work ethic in your children young, teach them the family values that created the wealth. And I think that will help them to appreciate more and to manage it better when they're older. And it's so funny. I'm going to leave with this note. It's like when I talked earlier about the stories that you're sharing with your children, I'm just going to give you an example of what I mean by that. When I was growing up in Mississippi, the Mississippi Delta, as a matter of fact, I remember my big mama, and if you've read my book, you know all about my big mama. And I remember her sitting me down when I was a young elementary student and basically showing me how to complete a check, how to fill out a check. And I was just learning to write at the time. And so I filled in, the date, the name of the payee, the amount of the product or the whatever it was. And then we went to the mailbox shortly thereafter. And at that time, we weren't paying bills online or anything like that. I think I'm dating myself. But that taught me responsibility. We went to the post office, we mailed the checks, the bills, and then I learned from osmosis, because I don't ever recall these same kinds of conversations that I'm talking to you about. But I remember that example, and I live my life that same way today. Even in this technological age, there are some things I pay online. There are some bills I still pay by snail mail, and I always pay the bill immediately and mail it and make sure it gets to where it's going on time. So these stories, and I just said the value of the story is important. Start traditions around money. Family traditions. Oh, our family does this. This is what our family do with wealth. This is our approach to saving. This is our approach to spending. And I think you're going to build, financially secure families. And it's just a matter of time. If you're saying, I don't have any money, you will have some real soon. Secondly, before we leave, how are you doing with your savings challenge, guys? Next Monday is the reveal, if you will. We will actually count our coins. So I hope you are putting your nickels, your pennies, your dimes. 1 second. Your nickels, your pennies, your dimes away in a bottle, a piggy bank, or something like this. Save your coins, guys. Anyways, I'm going to leave you now. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. Hit the like button, share the videos. Hit me up with a comment in the box below. And remember, financial success is not a gift. It is a habit. See you next time.